Stay black in America. Don't leave, don't go anywhere. Greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. Baby, baby, baby. This thing here is going to be reparations versus LGBTQ. The reason why I decided to do this thing here because this LGBTQ movement is just everywhere you see. It's on the news. They got marches here, marches in Chicago, marches in New York, marches in San Francisco, marches here in Washington, D.C., marches all over the place, you know. Want their rights, man. The rights of who? The rights of lesbians, gays, bisexuals, queers, genders, all these different kind of sexual orientations, or someone wanting to project what they feel like, what they think they are, although they were born a male, they're a female, and all these various versions. All these big parades, and they got their own flag. They got a pride flag, and its colors are green, blue, red, orange, yellow, and a violet. And a violet is something like a purple and blue mixed together. Now this thing has been going on since June the 28th, 1970. Although there's been gay people the whole time through creation. There's been gay people who just just different. A woman wants to love a woman, and a man wants to love a man, and everything else in between, right? But that's been basically the thing has always been. Now, this gay pride thing has over 400 organizations and marches every year in the United States of America. Reparations? What is reparations receiving? Does reparations have any marches? Do we have a flag? Do we have anything to, for anybody to feel concerned or compassion about black Americans who came from slavery and through all the struggles and all the trials and tribulations, and now we're free and we're still rolling and pressing along and surviving? Is anybody concerned about us receiving reparations? Estimated $206,000 per person. That's a lot of cheese, a lot of money, isn't it? I know there's LGBTQ people who are black people and those kind of things. Wouldn't you be concerned about getting your $206,000? Is your white brother and LGBTQ with you? They want to see if you get that money. I don't know. Do you just take the back door because you just say, I'm just glad that we all white and everything in this LGBTQ thing together. I'm just happy about that. Or you thinking about, well, why you haven't got your black body, your black self, your reparations? Why you not marching for yourself, trying to get that money? Because you got a mama, a daddy, brothers and sisters, and everybody needs money, especially in the black community. Everybody got $206,000. Man, you talking about people showing off and showing up. It'd be all kind of like, it'd be like a parade. It'd be a parade for years. $206,000. Now some people gonna invest that money and do something wise with it. And some people gonna spend that money as fast as it get in their hands. They're gonna spend that money like a kid in a candy store. They're gonna spend that money, right? So I'm for the reparations. My description on my YouTube channel, my second thing is reparations. And I've joined YouTube 2015, but I just started my channel maybe 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And man, I can't seem to get any leeway on this reparations. I can't seem to get in touch with no organization, no Democratic or Republican organization, nobody at all just want to talk about these reparations. But you pride guys, you a pride flag, LGBTQ, you guys got signs on bathrooms now, you got marches, you got all kind of stuff going on. You want everybody to recognize you, include you. You got a Secretary of Transportation who's gay now, Buttigieg, something like that. Him and his partner adopting children and gay, and that's big on the screen. I mean, you got all that stuff going on, but black people still seem to, regardless of a white person is gay or LGBTQ, they don't want to get that money up some kind of way. They can't brainstorm nothing and say, well, how can black people get their money? Can we stop giving welfare to every country under the sun? Because the United States does that. Can we stop even even doing a welfare in the United States of America? Can we do that? Is that going to ruffle too many feathers? Can we create some more money? From 65 to up in Black America, there's only about 4,700,000 people left, maybe 12% of the Black population. They'll be going to meet the maker pretty soon. Can they get reparations before they leave? Is there any sympathy for those people who maybe not have enough money to buy medicines and foods, and maybe some homeless people laying on the street who've been slaves and walked all over and never made never amended, never made sure, never made never taken care of for that horrible thing they went through? Was it so long ago that you want to push it under the rug? Well, we know our Jewish community went through the Holocaust a long time, which was horrible, and we got museums downtown, so we want the best for them. Of course, I do. I would love to have reparations, man. It'd be real nice to me. I got a family. It's a family of 6. All 6 of us would get $206,000. And my wife and I are pretty shrewd, pretty smart. Our kids are pretty smart too. I'm sure that money will project into grandchildren, great-grandchildren, on and on. So, where's the pride in for that? Where's the pride? Pride, people want you to rise up for that and put that in the thing. I know you got plenty of gay people and all kinds of genders, people out there marching along with you, and they show happy and pride. See someone on campus with the Palestinians and black people doing all like that. But they're not out there for themselves. They're not out there for reparations, making themselves whole, making wealth of the family and generations of money that pass by. If the United States government alone paid that 65 years old or up in Black America, it'd be somewhere around $990 billion. $990 billion, man, for just that group right away. Then after that group right away is taken care of, then let's go like every 5 years taking care from 64 to 60, and from that on down until it gets down to the last one. Have a cutoff period. Like it started today, cutoff period would be. But if you had a kid after September the 15th, 2024, then you're cut off. You can't. That's the cutoff period. Everybody before that gets reparations. Everybody after that is done. It's always a cutoff period, and it's a period where it's not, and cut it off, right? So not everybody keep having, but it starts and ends. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing for the United States, the greatest and most powerful country in the world, to say, well, you know what? We're not going to issue welfare to Africa or European nations or anybody else, but you got to protect Israel, though. We're going to hoard that money together, right? That welfare we give away to free countries and not give money to people coming across the borders. And we're going to pile all that money up. We're going to pay those Black Americans from 65 years up, from 100, from however long the oldest black person is, to 65. Let's give them all that money, man. Let them people in the golden years of their life have a windfall of money that we're not going to tax it. Straight up check to you for $206,000, no tax, money right to you like a gift from the federal government. A gift from the federal government for service rendered already, job well done. And despite not receiving reparations, what the Black Americans have fought in every war the United States has had. We've been in the Olympics, we've been teachers, we've been scientists, and all the inventions that black people have brought to light, street lights and everything else in America. The greatness of these black people, shouldn't these black people be rewarded? Shouldn't they finally be rewarded and say, give these black folks what they deserve? How about you pride people? There's one thing I noticed about the LGBTQ people and where I am here. Of every ethnic that comes in my store, the white ethnic, or the white majority ethnic in America, does the same thing as the LGBTQ. They'll walk by my store, walking the dog, and won't buy anything. Won't buy a bottle of water, won't buy a bottle of chips, won't buy a piece of candy, won't buy a juice, won't buy anything. It's always, you don't quite have what I want, walking by. I don't care what ethnic you want to say, what sexual orientation you want to say. It's all the same when it comes to spending money in this black man's store, in this colored man's store. My birth certificate, colored American. What the NAACP supposed to stand for? Help me, they walk right by. Don't spend them, and that's on one accord. You don't have to keep who they want to have sex with. They walk, they won't spend no money, man. They'll walk by and that's it. When they come here and spend money, it's with a straight face, not a smile, a straight face. Whether gay, straight, queer, bisexual, transgender, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. So I believe it's the same thing about reparations. I think you start mentioning reparations, I think the LGBTQ be like, no, we don't want to get into that. We want to stay into what we're doing. We're gay and we're proud and we're happy. We want to keep it that way. Reparations is a black folks thing. You guys struggle. You try to get that done for yourself. We're fighting right along with our war, our wages. Well, look, is it just me or this? If a white guy comes in my store, he's got earrings on, he's got lipstick on, he's got wig, and he's talking really more feminine than a woman talks, right? And he decides to leave the store. He takes his earrings off, his lipstick coloring off. He comes with a suit and tie and some glasses. He's still white, right? Regardless of what he's white, he can blend in any place he wants to blend in America, go anywhere he wants to go because he's white, right? He's not going to face racism or discrimination or be held back. He's like 78% of the population. White and whatever color is the majority in the United States, which is the greatest country in the world. So reparations should be spewed out of their mouth. Every time they talk about their pride or their flag or what they want, they should be saying, and by the way, black folks should receive their reparations. $206,000, that figure came from a 40-acre and a mule field order that was given way back in the day during Lincoln that wasn't carried out. Not only did the blacks that fought in the Union Army didn't get it, but no other American black person got it either. And they were here way before Ellis Island, when white folks started coming in big time from Europe. They were here way before the immigration and everything else. They were here right here, building a country, working like animals and slaves, only considered 3/5 of a man. They were here struggling from the very start. They were born here at force. Everybody else of whatever black place they came from came to America of free will, their own choice, walked on in, signed the paper, did what they wanted to do to become this. But these people were born here. They were born here and put on this continent and worked and died and were taken advantage of. Some lived better lives. Some were, they call it, house black people, house ends. Some were fill-ins. Some were different categories where the white man wanted to put them. But all the cases was divide and conquer nevertheless. Whether you were in a house, whether you were in a field. If you want somebody want to slap you down or kick you, and they do whatever they want to do to you. That's what it all boils down to. So white people love, they love talking about pride and accept me lesbian, accept me gay, accept me bisexual, accept me gender, and all the factions I want to be, accept me. These white people. You white anyway. What do you keep crying and begging for? Crying, begging. I mean, goodness gracious. Y'all on it though. Y'all on the game right. You know how to play the game and you're playing the game right. Let's play the game for reparations. How about that? Let's play it for reparations for all black Americans. Let's bite the bullet for that. Let's bite the bullet for that. It's just a shame to me. This pride thing been going on, since June the 28th, 1970, 54 years. 54 years crying and begging and already white in America, already top minority here, not a minority, the majority in America. It's just a pitiful shame to keep saying it. Marching all downtown, taking up street time, marching, carrying on. You're so happy, you feel so good to be out there walking around. Thinking like, man, it's just crazy. Does that feeling surpass the feeling of owning a home or owning a condo? Does that feeling surpass the feeling of owning an automobile right out or being able to travel the world, see other things? Are you excited about that? Is you about those things? Those are economic things. Those are things that people can hold on. They can do something with. They can make their lives better right away. But that's not a real big thing to you. Your big thing is, I want to be noticed. I want to be looked at. I want to be stand in a position. I want to have a political stand. If you don't vote for us, you won't have this community behind you. If you say this, you won't have this community behind you. I mean, y'all guys are good on that. Y'all guys and gals are good on that. But when it comes to that black issue, I think y'all stand together there too. We all stand together, those of straight and those of gay. Those blacks ain't getting those reparations. My God, I don't want to see another black person doing better than me. I don't care what I am. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But that's my stance, and I'm not going to change it. Again, my description of my YouTube channel, Stay Black in America, is the reparations. Let me just go ahead and just keep on slamming that down as long as I can, right? Keep slamming it down as long as I can. Because I tell you, boy, it seems like it's like nobody's listening, are they? Who's listening? Are the Democrats listening? Are the Republicans listening? I don't think so. You got Harrison up there, and she signed the first marriage between two same-sex people back in San Francisco, and you got Obama. He's all for the LGBTQ thing in Chicago, and killing blacks all in the street, but gay pride, gay pride, baby. The gay people know how to stay out of that killing Chicago, don't they? And all that kind of crap like that, But you got white families with children, husband and wife fleeing New York City, but you got pride in the streets, marching those streets. Join us. We don't care. You're immigrating, you got pride? Join us. One of the power. I don't know, man. Just a pathetic kind of thing, but that's the way it's pathetic to me, because I can't get my agenda. I want reparations for all of us. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't I take reparations, $206,000 check with non-taxable? Sweet. Again, that's like those gifts and welfare we give away all over the country. I mean, all over, not this country, the whole world. Everybody's got to check. We look at it, we must be giving out maybe $2 billion a year in welfare. And then President Obama have some kind of speech saying, don't expect a handout, don't expect nobody to give you nothing, black people. Your ancestors had it rougher than you, and they made it, so if they made it, you should make it. Didn't he say that? I'm sure that in his 8 years of presidency, he witnessed and was a part of all this welfare that went to all these other countries in the world. But he can say that because he's not suffering that problem. He had white uncles and white people who would surround him, and a white mama that helped him along the way to get his skin. I mean, if you got somebody white on your side and love you, you can go a long way in this world. Awful long way. So he can talk like that. And Harrison, who's Indian and father got, a smidgen of West African in him or Jamaican ancestry in him, and none of them talking about reparations because it's not a part of their agenda. It's not in their circle, their life circle of people. Their life circle of people who could care less about reparations, but they probably wouldn't get it anyway. They're probably not Black American, but they want the Black American vote, just like they want the LGBTQ vote, just like they want the whatever else when they come to America group. They want it all because they want that power. So they can sit around their big tables and sit back and laugh and say, man, we control this country. We write books. We're millionaires now. We're not billionaires like Trump. But we got that money now. We can sit back and talk and travel and do this and do that. And look how far we come. Look where we came from. I was a bastard from Kenya. Never married. Father pumped me out. I was a little Indian girl. The parents came to her. Not slaves forced it. Parents decided to come here freely. So I rolled on a bus and I was discriminating against you. Your parents decided freely to bring you to America and put you in that kind of situation. So what are you talking about? I mean, you didn't have to be here. You could have been in Jamaica and running around there in the woods and meeting tourists when they come in and trying to make money that way. I mean, you could have done that easily. Mom could stay in India, went back, but didn't want to do it. Want to come into America, So, yeah, greatest country in the world, right? So, yeah, reparations for black folks. How about that? Reparations. Soul brother, more power to the people, more power to the people. Reparations, peace, love, and all that kind of great stuff. Yeah. How about that? Is it a marching for that? Is that where that gets you excited? LGBTQ. I gotta keep looking at LGBTQ. That make you excited now? You want to fight for those black Americans? I don't think it's a reparation flag. NAACP, I don't hear too much they've been doing lately. I don't hear too much anything about it. All I hear still think is black people being shot in cars, black people being killed, black people homeless, black people in bad ghettos where they don't get good education, black people that forgot about the Voting Rights Act, even though black people board existing. All kind of people who forget about civil rights, which was brought about by the black man, Martin Luther King Jr. and all the greats, right? Got your civil rights. Everybody enjoys civil rights, don't they? Civil rights must not be good enough for the LGBTQ. They want something special. They got a whole nother special agenda. We don't just want civil rights. We want you to look at a man and say he's a woman. Look at a woman and say she's a man. We want you to cross-dress. We want you to dress that kind of way, like RuPaul and those people. He got one show where he dresses similar to a man and does a show, and then he's a drag queen as well and does that. He's making money. He's a black man making money. But I bet RuPaul won that $206,000 too. He's not crazy. Anybody got good sense say, you want to give me some money? Yeah, I'll take it. He's not going to say, oh no, I don't want that $206,000. Just give it away. Give it away to me, Ruth. If you don't want it, give it to me and double mine up. But whatever. Neither here nor there. Not to point fingers at nobody. Nah, not to point fingers at nobody, but I think reparations have been a long way. Even those Hodge brothers that take reparations, I mean, they black American. They do got black parents, so they say, and so forth. Look like they could be my nephews. But I mean, it's just that thing, man. I just sit here and ponder and look at it. But I tell you, I'm treated the same way by white folks, whether they're straight white folks, heterosexuals, or whether they're LGBTQ. They don't spend much money in this place, or they walk by and avoid it. I even had some do like this, since you got that Google stuff on your phone there, they'll come and walk in my door, put a Google complaint for what they don't like about my store, and then leave. I mean, can you imagine the evilness it takes to do that? Not to even come in and engage and try to spend some money, but to give a complaint by just stepping in the door because Google Maps tells you where you've been. They can act like they actually been in my store and never really been in it. Man, you talking about hate from the heart. I think I had a gay guy who was the ANC representative around here. He lived 20 feet from my store. I think he might have lived there a year. He might have came to my store 5 times to spend some money. But I seen him outside waiting for the Ubers to bring Uber Eat, Uber food, and all that kind of stuff to him. I tell you, man, we black folks in a struggle. Even you black folks who might be in a relationship with somebody white and they're pumping you like that, pumping you in the back, because I think, don't the men still, regardless of whatever they do, they use the butthole as a woman uses her vagina, and the other guy takes his organ and pump it in that like that. And they're not the same way it's done, even though they have all these kind of different agendas and all this kind of stuff. Or some people cut it off and use it as a whole. I mean, all kind of bizarroville stuff, I mean, it's just amazing, right? Just amazing. So I guess the Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson says that why did God form the bodies where you breathe oxygen, where you eat? How many people get choked and die every year? Well, I guess for those people, they would say, why don't you give us another hole over here beside this hole so we can use this hole for sex and that hole for that, and blah, blah. Maybe they want that, Neil. Stick with astrophysicists. Maybe you can find something out there in outer space that be very relevant to us here on the Earth. Maybe you see some meteor coming here, we can explode out the air, something like that. I don't know, but I like that guy. But anyway, reparations, man. Reparations versus LGBTQ. And that's transgender, lesbian, gay, queer. What is this other thing down here? I have no idea. I wrote it. I don't know what it is right now, but a bunch of different things down there, man. Well, I think that's bisexual. I wrote it, left off. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Black America, colored man in America, still doing this thing. 55 years in business as a family, 39 for my little family, prospering, doing well. Thank God my 4 children are raised. Oh my God, the only thing my dad wanted me to do was raise my kids, and I've done so. My dad left here in 2005, but Stay black in America. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.